All right, boys and girls. So we went over your DOL and your grammar. We went over the corrections. We went over your spelling. Now it's time to take your test. You have to remember what's going to happen when you take your test. Okay? If you immediately come in here and you click the link, it's going to show me every time you click the link and every time you close it if you don't do the test. So you have to remember that when you click this, your computer is going to lock. It's not going to let you go anywhere else. It's not going to let you look at anything. It's not going to let you switch to another tab like you have up here. It is going to lock until you hit the submit button. Okay? So what my directions say for your quiz number 2, remember this is your spelling words you were studying, and this is your DOL week 2, the one where I put all of the corrections. So if you haven't looked at that, you want to look at that before you click this test right here. Okay. All right. So the directions say watch the Miss Neda video, which is video number 4, and then click the link to begin the quiz. And then it just tells you to do your best. Okay. So when I click on this, this is what's going to happen. It's going to tell me that it automatically will save my work, and I'm going to tell it okay if that does pop up. The first thing it says is to enter your first and last name correctly. And I'm reminding you, your first and last name, remember, must be a capital letter on both first and last. And there must be a space in the middle. All right. When you're done with that, you're going to hit the next button. And then you'll see it is saying DOL week 2. Check for capital letters, punctuation, end marks, and book titles. It says read the sentence carefully, then choose the sentence that is written correctly. So if you look, this is the very first sentence that was from our DOL. And it shows you 3 different sentences. Well, one of these sentences has the correct number of mistakes, and it has it correctly corrected, or it shows the corrections correctly. You want to make sure you pick the one that is correct. Did I capitalize everything? Did I put the punctuation where the punctuation is supposed to be? Did I count the right number of mistakes that went with that sentence? Okay, so you want to make sure you pick the one that is correct. I'm going to pick this one. This does not mean it's correct, but I have to click one. So you need to make sure you read it. So when I go to number 2, here is sentence number 2. Again, what was the number of mistakes and what are the corrections? Here is sentence number 3. What were the number of mistakes and which sentence has all of the corrections? You'll see after you finish with those 3 sentences, and like I said, Miss Neda is just going to click anything so I can go to the next one so you can see it. And I do not know if they're correct, so don't pay attention to what Miss Neda is doing here. And I hit next. It will not go to the next page until you pick one. All right. This says spelling week 2, so this is your spelling part. It says choose the list of words that all have the short A sound. So that means you need to say all 3 words, and if they all have that short A sound, then you'll pick that group of words. You're going to read the list of words and you're going to listen for the sound. Read the list of words and listen for the sound. You're only going to pick one of these 3 because in one of these, all 3 of them have the same short A sound. This one wants me to find the short O sound. What group of 3 words has short O? Here it says choose the correct word to fill in the blank. Here's the sentence. I like science more, and these are the words I get to choose from. Which word will make sense in that sentence? Okay, and you'll see that Miss Neda didn't pick an answer, and it says you have to pick an answer to go on. So I'm going to do the next 2 questions the same way. I'm going to read the sentence. The sentence starts right here where these little 2 dots are. I always keep a pen and a notebook in my blank to record things that I see. Well, here are the words that I can pick from. Same thing here. Choose the correct word to fill in the blank. Here's where the sentence starts. I raise my hand to blank a question in class. What word is the correct one? At the bottom, there are all of your words. You have to tell me, is this word spelled correctly or is this word spelled incorrectly? So you're going to look at each one. Is this word spelled correctly or is this word spelled incorrectly? You have to pick an answer for each one of the words, and then you'll see that the submit button is at the bottom. When you hit the submit button, it will give you your score. You cannot go back and change any answers. So make sure that you check your answers before you hit submit, because you can always hit the back button to go all the way back to the beginning. Okay? Good luck on your test, and I'll be watching for your scores to come in. I'll put your scores in Google Classroom so you can see them on Friday. So make sure you hit the submit at the bottom. And again, if you don't hit submit, boys and girls, it's going to show me if you clicked on it and you didn't finish it. It gives me a message that says this student began it but did not finish it. So make sure you finish your test. All right, Ms. Neda is going to click the X. I'm going to come back here. And again, this is where your test is. Make sure when you're ready, you click it and it's going to lock your screen. Okay, you can't click anything else. Good luck. I will send you your grades at the end of the day so you'll be able to see them Friday.